Hello, YouTube. Cowabunga! It's pizza time. All right. What you're looking at is me testing out my new rig for the Cooking with Denoy episodes. I do need some more lighting in here for filming. I mean, the lighting in here is adequate for nighttime use, but for filming, I um, I think I'm gonna need more light because I mean it's okay when the image is still like this, but when I start moving around, I'm thinking that I'm going to need more light. Anyhow, you can see the camera's really stable right now because it's on my new rig. If you saw the last video, you saw how I turned a jumper cable connection for a battery pack that was, dismantled, and a selfie stick, and the Five Below, I guess the dash cam mount. But that's what's holding this together right now. I'll show you the setup in a minute. But for now, we're going to show you how I make pizza, which I don't really make pizza. This is, for those of you who are super observant, the pizza from Aldi's. Yeah. Aldi sells these pizza for like less than $3. I think it's like $2.78. Doesn't that look good? Look how much stuff they give you. It's like less than $3. And it's approximately, I guess, a 12-inch pizza. So, I'm currently doing laundry at the facility here at the campground, the RV park. And they basically have like shower facilities, they have laundry, they have everything you need. People pretty much live here. It's an RV park. But anyhow, well, that's laundry's going on. I've got it in the dryer right now. It's going to take about an hour or so, up to an hour. I thought I would go ahead and come back to the RV, make some food. Even though, honestly, I'm not too hungry because, I just ate that, that Long John Silver's meal. And it was pretty greasy. But I thought I would go ahead and make some food anyways because what I'm planning on doing is basically cooking this up and maybe munching on it. Probably shouldn't have opened up two of them. That was a mistake. I wasn't thinking. I was so busy concentrating on the camera setup, I didn't realize I only need one. So this is kind of bad, but that's all right. We have the magic of through the magic of aluminum foil. Some of you said you should probably use saran wrap, but I'm going to be using aluminum foil. And what I'm going to do is simply save half of the pizza because I can't eat a whole 12-inch pizza. So, sorry, I just hit the mount there, but you can see it's still pretty stable. And what I'm going to do is try to break this without spilling stuff everywhere. All right, pizza's split in half. I think we're going to take this half and save it. So what I'll do is simply just lay this on here like this, diagonal, wrap her up, and pizza's done. So this is just going to go straight into the RV's freezer. So I have like half a pizza that I can bake, and I have here half that I will bake. So let's put that up. Got some meat here that fell off. Put all these nice toppings. Look at all the toppings they give you, man. This is like a $3 pizza. It's less than $3. So it's like $2.78 or 87 cents or something like that. And you get two servings from it. This is better than Little Caesars. Now, I am just going to go ahead and, you don't hear the air conditioner running because I turned that off. Because I have to do power management in here. I can't have the air conditioner running and the toaster oven. Because the toaster oven, I'm debating here if I want to I'll just put the pizza directly on the thing right here. I think that will do. So let me show you what that setup is. See how nice this assistant is? Look at that. I can move the camera, I can adjust the focus real quick, and it's set up to go. Isn't this great? So no more shaky videos. Hopefully the quality will be okay, even though lighting is still a little low. You really need a lot more light if you're doing filming so that the image, can update fast enough. Now, that's pretty much it. And this toaster oven, it works off electricity. See, I can adjust the camera. Isn't this great? It's a nice little rig. So what I do is I turn this unit on. Okay, that now turns on the power. And I'm just going to set this guy. I don't know how long it's supposed to cook, but I think 30 minutes is good. But I'm going to check up on it. I don't have the box. I don't remember. I don't even check the temperature, but I'll just look at it. You can tell when it's cooked because the cheese will be melted. And hopefully it'll look nice. So this will be saved for later. Put up everything up. And just to show you how versatile this little hookup is, I can spin the camera around. And look what you see. Yeah. I can relax. Oops. Might need to adjust that a little. So you can see here, I can actually do all sorts of stuff with this setup. And what you're looking at is, of course, World of Warcraft on one of the free servers. Let me set that up and let you take a look. Look how nice this is. I can do everything from here. Yeah. So this is going to allow me to do all sorts of stuff. Let me try to get it focused. And I can actually do even more with this. Let me show you stuff. But that's my World of Warcraft character there. It is Lady Sylvanas. I know it's a little out of focus. This is having an issue focusing here. Yeah. But you can see the camera is pretty stable. And the reason you can't see much is it's nighttime here. I'm in the Swamp of Sorrows. And this is a low-level character. And it's night in the game world. That's why you don't see much. So, this is the older World of Warcraft. It is Wrath of the Lich King. For those of you who are familiar with the series, it's my favorite is Wrath of the Lich King. I don't really like it beyond that. Once they went above, Wrath of the Lich King, it was terrible. But see, this is so good, I can adjust the thing and it like stays, And I can remove it easily by unclamping it, and I can walk around and show you stuff if I wanted to. So let me zoom back out here so it's not so shaky, the image. I don't know what my zoom level is. There we go. Now we're back to normal. So you guys like the setup? It's really nice. Of course, we still got kind of a mess over here. I haven't really cleaned anything up. I've been running around dealing with the Donnie situation. And I've had some other stuff I had to do. But did pick up some more books. These books, I actually went dumpster diving at the library. The library, they have a recycling bin where they toss books in there. You could literally pick up hundreds of dollars worth of books. If you're a reseller, you could resell them on eBay or something. I picked up the Da Vinci Code and Superfoods, just to read it a little bit and see what people think what this author here thinks is a superfood, which is, I guess, supposed to be good for you. So I've been trying to do better. This is an old picture of my mother. And if you can see my mom, she was probably, I think, in her 20s or 30s in that picture. That's my mom. But I had some pictures here, family pictures. I was trying to get pictures to my sister. I was going to, I don't have a house right now, and I'm left to be the one to safeguard all the family pictures and albums and stuff, which is ridiculous. You saw the family photo that got destroyed because of the rain. This is pictures of my mother and us, the kids when we were little in Thailand. I don't know if you can see, that's me on my mom's lap. It looks a little washed out. It's not just a camera. It's an old photo, and it was what happened was my mom had an old photo that was shot in Thailand. I guess this must have been, let me see, about 1968, 69 when it was shot. So she had it blown up, and made a copy for each of the kids or something. But I'm going to be giving this to my sister so she can, because she has a house. So she'll safeguard the stuff and use it. And the family album, which I may show, maybe I'll sit and go through some pictures and stuff and do some talking. You see, I've got Donnie's power pack here, which we were trying to charge up, to give him a portable power pack without having to buy one, but the battery's like dead. He said he got this one from Harbor Freight, so it's not even worth I think it's like $56, $60. It's not worth trying to buy a replacement battery because they typically cost about that much. So it's just going to be cheaper probably just to buy another unit if that's what he decides to do. It's similar to my unit in that it has lights. It's got USB and it's got two 12-volt plugs, and it has a jumper. I don't think it has an air compressor, and I don't think it has a 120 volt output. It doesn't have an inverter. You can see the bunk bed area is kind of made up. I know it's a little bit hard to focus and stuff. It's because it's dark. I basically need to get adequate lighting in here for filming, you know, especially if I do it in the night. So expect to see that soon. I'm not going to spend a lot of money on it. I'm going to show you how to do it in a cheap way. Not spend too much money yet. Still have adequate lighting. You might notice my pink assistant has been reassigned. See that? I changed the end. And what I used on the tip here is I had a jumper cable that had this attachment, and I just cut off the jumper cable and I just clamped it down there. So this is that metal rod of the pink thing, and this is the camera holder. So I can actually levitate the camera here and float it. But the problem is, watch this. See that? See how it wobbles back and forth? So that's not going to work. So what I will probably do is take this pink stuff, which is metal. It's like metal covered with plastic, and remove that and trade it out for a dowel. Maybe an art dowel, you know, like arts and crafts. It's going to be a lot more stiff, and then put it down here. The problem I'm going to have with that, though, is then you can't adjust the height. So I might just try to find another selfie stick. And I like this tip where you can clamp it. But honestly, this tip's broken. So what I'll probably do is go to Five Below and get up the $5 clamp that I use, that's holding this camera right now. And it's also what I use on my dash cam. Those are really nice. The little dash cam holder that they sell at Five Below, it's $5. The problem is I've had two go bad already. You know, well, it was one that was bad. I took it and exchanged it and got another one. The one that they replaced it was also bad. So just a run of bad luck, I think, because the other ones I've had and still have right now, they seem to be working really good. I like the grip. It's easy to use. And I was able to attach it to a selfie stick. So this selfie stick, I'll show you in a minute how it looks and stuff. But basically, I'm planning on having a drop down so it can film me when we do our little chats. I can also clamp this. See, the one that we've got right now? I can take a piece of stick like this, see? And I can clamp it. I know you can't see me clamping unless I show it pointing down. See the stick here? How it's on here like this? Oops, I switched camera. I wonder how I did that. How do you switch views? This is really weird. Did you see that? Evidently, you can switch views on this camera. How the heck did I switch? That's really weird. Let me try this with this back and forth. No. I don't know what the heck happened here. Is it this? Hey, you know what? I just discovered a feature on the live. I can switch between front camera and rear camera. Look at this. So this is going to allow us to do more. That was an accidental discovery. I didn't know you could do that in a live broadcast. So that means I could do the dash cam, and I can actually show you the road. And I can be talking to you, and then I can show the screen. So this was a good accident to discover. That was cool. So anyhow, we're going to switch back to the front view. So you can see the front view here, but I wanted to show you what the camera actually looks like on its mount, okay? That was a nice discovery. So you can see the stick. This is actually just a regular selfie stick, but yeah, it's saying rotate the device. Okay, it thought the device was rotated. So anyhow, I can lower it because it's just a selfie stick. I can also raise it. Let me raise it up. It thinks the device needs to be rotated. So I can adjust the height and stuff because it is a selfie stick. But to make it on this table, this is going to be rigged for like shooting stuff like maybe if we do a story time. What I'm going to do is actually just clamp this on here. See that? Now I have a stick and it's kind of stable. But watch what happens. I can tilt it like this. and have this come out. Let me make sure this is right side up here, because it keeps saying rotate. All right, and now you can see I can actually hover. Let me try to mount this, but you get the idea. Basically, this is a real cheap way and very affordable. I could do the lottery scratch off like this. You know, I could rotate the camera another way. It's upside down right now, I think. But you can see I can do stuff down here on the table. And it moves if I move the table, but because it's leaning right on the table, the little arm thing. But you can see I can do stuff on here. I could even like bring a book or tell a story or something. You know, I could do all sorts of stuff on it. So that's what this little handy dandy holder is going to allow us to do. Is it allows me to basically use it as that's why I don't have it on a tripod. You know, people are like, why don't you put it on a tripod? Well, this is why. This is a lot more versatile. Now, when I remove the stick, I'm going to release the clamp here. So you see the stick was allowing it to basically have like a flat surface so I could wedge it somewhere. But this doesn't cost much. It was a $5 thingy from Five Below, a little selfie stick that you could pick up for $5 or $2 at, you know, $5 new, $2 at Goodwill. And then you need the end piece, which some selfie stick already have them, but I like the one from Five Below for $5 because, you know, it clamps on and removes real easily. But this allows me to, like, I can come over here when I'm cooking. I can mount it. Well, I can mount it. See, what happens is I gotta have a place to clamp it, so I can clamp it. But I haven't figured out where all I can clamp. But see, can you imagine me cooking now? I can do this. So you can see me cooking, and it doesn't require an assistant. So quality of this stuff should be a little bit better. Now, we're still going to do live. I'm not going to do editing because of time issues. You know, it takes too long to have to upload. See how versatile this is? We check the pizza real quick. And it's good. I can, you know, pull this out and look real quick. And now I got to force it back. All right. But you can see we can do a lot more now. So the quality of our videos should go up because this assistant is really useful. I can just tilt it, set it. We can do our mukbangs. We can do whatever. It's really nice. And this thing swivels. Now, I think I have another joystick. Not joystick. Another... see, this is like another... I don't know if you can see this. This is almost the same kind. So this is the cheap little one that I use for my stick. It has an extension so you can extend it out. And the tip here, it's got this coiled metal tip so it bends. And then what I did was I cut off the camera shooter, you know, for taking a picture or whatever. I just cut that off, didn't need that. Now this end is kind of funky, but normally they have a little cam holder thingy for a selfie stick. You can use that if you want to, but what I do is I just take the Five Below dash cam holder, you know, the holder for the Five Below one, and it has a part that comes off, and I just bolt it on here. So when I bolt it on there, I have the Five Below holder, and it seems to be holding pretty good. And I have the stick, which can, you know, I can extend it or I can retract it. So it's a selfie stick with a better holder on it. And on the end here, that's what I'm probably going to do to that pink one. I'm going to make the pink one just like the one that I have right now. So see this pink one? It's going to go away. We're gonna replace the pink one with this thing. Then this camera right here will be really versatile. It's an over-the-top shooting down camera, and I can adjust the height. And you can see how I just clamped it. I just clamped it. Remember all those rafters that I made? So they're serving a purpose. Now, one of the potential problems is the clamps themselves right here. See how they have, they're basically wire clamps, and they have sharp metal teeth, so they eat through the wood and leave marks. I could file them down or put tape on it. I might do that so it doesn't damage surfaces. But having it sharp allows it to really lock into things. And, you know, if I'm just using a piece of scrap wood for it to lock in, it's not a big deal. And like even here, it's not really that big a deal. I clamp it onto this to hold it. And then this isn't a big deal. I clamp it onto the arm. I can also clamp it to this stuff. So it's really versatile to have this. Like right now, I'm actually holding the stick as if it was a selfie stick from underneath, and I can tilt it and move it around, just like what do they call those things that where you hold the camera? You can see our bedroom was left like this since the hurricane. I went ahead and put up the valance thingy before I evacuated, but I haven't really finished stuff up. I haven't really done any more work to the RV. I did kind of temporarily put stuff back, but I need to, this thing focused here. I need to basically screw all those things in so the wall doesn't fall apart, and then put the trim in, and then put the finishing touches. It's having issues focusing because of the light, even though it's pretty bright in here. For a camera, a video camera, you need even brighter light. So I'm probably going to end up making some studio lights. No, this isn't a tripod, Maggie. This is a little monopod thing that I made, but I'll be putting lights, and because I do a lot of filming, I might end up mounting them, semi-permanently, and running power and stuff to it. I might even use 120 volts, if I'm at an RV park filming. But even if I'm not, I can run it off an inverter and I'll probably go with fluorescent light, because LED light is still kind of expensive, although maybe I should try the Dollar Tree LEDs. Maybe those will work. But LED light tends to not be very bright, whereas even the fluorescents, they're better. Used to be that when you had fluorescent light, things kind of turned green and ugly looking. But now, when you have LED lights, I mean, not LED, fluorescent lights, they now have made them so they're kind of warmer, so you don't look green. The LED lights tend to be, even though they look bright to the human eye, a lot of times to the camera, they're pretty weak. Although the camera LED, when it fires, this thing doesn't seem to let me fire the camera LED unless it's in a menu. I might have to play with that. Because if it fires the camera LED, I could light this up really bright using the LED camera. So, we're basically learning how this camera works. And like I said, this is really cool that I now found out I can actually switch back and forth. How cool is this? I've been broadcasting all this time, and I didn't know I could easily just switch back and forth. So one camera can switch back and forth. So our capabilities just became exponentially more. And because the patrons have paid for the Wi-Fi access, it's not really Wi-Fi, it's more cellular access for internet access to upload and stuff. It's what's allowing all these live streams. And some of you might be wondering why I'm doing so many live streams. It's because I don't have to worry about uploading it and processing it. Basically, it streams directly to YouTube's server, and that's it. It's done. And of course, the quality isn't that good because you don't edit, but you've seen my videos. I don't edit them anyways. The only editing is shutting the camera off. So basically, I save myself per video a couple hours, if not days, in processing time. You're watching it live. I can actually answer questions. Like right now, I'm scrolling through, and I see Tango Z is recommending LED strips. Actually, I have a bunch of manufacturers trying to contact me to test out their light kits and things like that. So I may take them up on their offer. I didn't contact or reply to a lot of these people because, it was a hurricane. It was also the crazy stuff going on. I don't want to do reviews and tell people to send stuff to me, and then I can't follow through because of the situation. But now that things are starting to stabilize a little bit, I'm hoping that with Donnie, he's going to be okay, that the surgery goes smoothly and he gets some rest. I told him about trying to get in touch with a social worker, because if he can get with a social worker and, because of his situation, he's pretty much disabled. Between that and Social Security, he might get enough income to pay for a room somewhere in a house, a real house, or an apartment or something. Maybe not by himself, but maybe with a roommate. And in this case, it might be good if he gets a roommate. He lives with people so they can kind of keep an eye on him. So I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going on with the bus build. The dog is okay for those of you who are worried about his dog, and the bus is okay. It's supposedly parked at his friend's house. So as far as I know, everything is okay. He's planning on taking the dog to a vet, as soon as he gets out and stuff and can move around stuff again, because Connie sent some money, believe it or not, for his dog. So thank you very much, Connie. He's very appreciative of that. I'm trying to think anything else. Basically, my understanding is they're planning on operating tomorrow, so I may end up heading back there. Basically, Maggie, you said the RV studio could be a tax deduction. Pretty much anything I do could be a tax deduction because what it is I can even show the IRS. Like they say, well, you're saying you're a YouTube. What they call all the partners here pretty much actors. I think that's to tell you that don't believe everything you see on YouTube because some of it is fake. The ones that get really high views, like Janelle, they may not be real. Think of them as actors. Think of me as an actor. Then you won't be disappointed, okay? Even though a lot of the stuff I broadcast as is, you're watching it live, warts and all. But anyhow, the YouTube, in their terminology, they do call the partners actors, okay? So we're considered like entertainers, I guess, to an extent. And because I can actually show the work itself, I can just show the IRS, if they question my tax return. Like, I can buy the stuff and save the receipt and use that as deductions. But even if I didn't have the receipt, it's easier with the receipt. But without the receipt, I just say, just watch this channel. They can see if I say that I bought even this see my little controller right now, my little stick. I could tell them I bought this and I cut it up and I made it, and it cost me $10, $20 or whatever, and I don't have the receipt for it because I kind of threw it away. But if I really wanted to claim it, I could. And then what would happen is I could show them the video and, just refer them to the video. They can watch it. They can see that I did build it, and, look up the costs and stuff. It's not like I'm going to claim $300 for this. This is something that I built for probably about $20 or less, $15. But it's really useful. And see, I can walk around like this. I can tilt it. I can do all sorts of stuff that you would with a selfie stick, but it's a lot more powerful because it has the clamp on it. See the little clamp, and it's a very powerful clamp, which like I could even broadcast it here. Here I'm setting the camera up, and here we go. See, it allows for like spontaneous stuff like this. Hello, YouTube. How do you like my new studio? Is this awesome or what? You can see that it doesn't shake too badly. The reason it's shaking is because it's on a flimsy. See, we can switch back. The reason it's shaking is it's just mounted right on a. It looks like a case for the butane cooking system. Oh, I can't this. I do have to go check the food because I don't want it. I don't want my pizza burnt. So that's something you got to kind of. And it looks like the pizza is indeed done. You see how it's nice and brown? Doesn't that look delicious? It's brown just right. And that means the pizza just done. And you know what? I timed it so good, it's about to ding. Do you see right there? It's about to ding. So it was going to shut itself off, but let me go help it. See that? That's how good I timed this. Pizza wouldn't have been burnt. It would have been perfect. So... doesn't that pizza look so good? Oh my goodness. Isn't that terrible? Yeah, I know everybody's going to be wanting pizza tonight. So anyhow, this is just a really cool gadget to rig up. I'm going to rig up a second one. And let's just show you some more of me using the gadget as intended. Obviously, it because we're going live, it's not as good as it could be. But see, that's how fast I was able to set it up. It's not like a tripod. It's a selfie stick that has an attachment on it. So, and I can adjust the height and stuff. That's what's really good about it. Now, I'm going to take some of this Parmesan cheese from the Dollar Tree. Like I say, I'm looking at the quality of the video image, and it doesn't look too bad, but really I need more light. Oh, this hasn't been open, so I got to get a different one that's open. We're going to go with the Great Value Parmesan cheese, which is indeed open. And sprinkle that Parmesan all over this. Oh my goodness, doesn't that look so good? Okay, it looks a little blurry. It looks a little blurry because it's trying to focus on the Oh, look at that pizza. Look at that. Doesn't that look so good? Yeah, it does. And, you know, me needing spicy, we're going to put this pepper on it. Look at that. Now I'm going to zoom back out because I don't want you guys to get blinded when we do something special here. But I just wanted to show how special this setup really is. Now, I haven't tested it. You're watching me test it right now. But I'm going to make a little slice here so that I can bite it without knocking my teeth out. You know, my tooth will come out. Okay, let's put that out of the way there. We don't want to cut our thing. So we have a little piece of pizza slice, which I'm going to take. Now, this is a little special effect. So I got my little slice of pizza. Doesn't that look so good? Look at this. Look how delicious looking this pizza is. I know it's a little out of focus, and I know the lighting's bad, but we're gonna be fixing this. Oh my! Doesn't that look so delicious looking? Now watch this. As I used to tell my students when I was teaching them, watch and be amazed. Due to modern technology, we can do this now. Oh my! This is cool. We went from crappy to like most awesome. So maybe I'll do a video showing you how I build one of these units. Not too expensive. And hey, Walter, glad to see you on here, Walter. You like disappeared, man. Thought the aliens abducted you or something. Walter, why do your videos disappear? Do you delete them or something? I know you always do live streams, or I know why you stopped broadcasting. YouTube blocked you, didn't they? Yeah, YouTube probably blocked your broadcast because you don't have 1,000 subs. That sucks, man. Because I was trying to figure out how come your videos just suddenly stopped. I know you used to do the live broadcast, and now, you know, it looks like you're not broadcasting anymore, and it's because they stopped the live stream, which sucks. But anyhow, as you can see, with the ability to switch back and forth, this is like incredible. I can show you the food, and I can show you me. I can show me eating it. That's just awesome. Nice capability. The thing is, I think it's built into YouTube streaming. You know, the I'm actually on my mobile phone right now doing this. And if you're on the YouTube broadcasting, for those of you who have this capability, it's a little icon. So I didn't even know all this. But there's a little icon on the lower left hand of the screen that has the camera with the switch. You know, but this is, of course, assuming that you have a camera that has a front camera and a back camera. And if you don't have one, sign up for Cricket or Metro PCS and get one of their Samsung phones, which is what I have. You know, the J5 or whatever. This one isn't a J5. I think this one's even cheaper. But it's nice. It has front and back camera. Quality's not too bad. We're in fairly low light, and I think it's acceptable. It doesn't look too bad on here. More bang for your buck. Yeah. You know, this is, you know, a rig like this, if you were trying to buy a camera rig like this is like over $100, man. This is better than a $100 camera rig. Because it clamps, it moves, it extends, it's light. Costs probably, let's see, $5, $10. The only hard part that you're going to have is finding the clamp. But what you could do is you could buy some cheap jumper cables. The short ones that they sell at Walmart or whatever. They sell them for $5. I think $5 to $7. And out of that, you would get 4 clamps. You can make 4 of these rigs. So it's like $1 per clamp. And with that, you can make these things. You know, they're really useful. I'm so glad it worked because with it working correctly, we can just hit a button, and voila, switch back and forth. That is great. Sorry about me being silent. I'm kind of chewing my food right now. And because it's just a selfie stick, releasing is really easy. I did want to share with you a book that I'll be reading. We're not going to start right now, but soon we're going to start with Bedtime Tales with Denoy. I know some of you say you enjoy just reading here. I'm reading your chats. Maggie, do you guys have Aldi's where you are? Because if you do, that's a $3 pizza. I recommend getting them and stocking your fridge with a couple of them, or your freezer. Have a good night, man. Have a good night, Walter. Be safe. Yeah, Walter, man, you should record videos and post them. You know, even though you can't go live anymore, record them and post them because people miss you. Anyhow, this is bedtime stories or bedtime tales. And what I'm planning on doing is just reading it. You know, we'll set the camera on a mount to kind of hover over. The only issue is this thing, you know, wants to focus and it goes in and out of focus. Once again, that's a low light situation. But I'll be reading these stories just to put you guys to sleep. For those of you who like fairy tales. This is Aladdin. And I got all sorts of stories. That's Aladdin right there with the genie. And the pictures here are really good. So, you know, they're beautiful, beautiful drawings, renderings. So, we'll figure it all out. We'll get the lighting situation set up. Tom Thumb. I think this is probably Snow White. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. So, lots of stories, beautifully illustrated. We'll be sharing those. I also might go through a photo album. I was trying to give this to my sister, but I'm going to go through some photo albums and stuff and share with you a little bit of my history, my past, so you guys can kind of understand your host a little bit better. Yeah, Aldi's is closed now, unless you're somewhere else in the world. Somebody wants to know if I have Instagram. No, I don't have Instagram. Yeah, for the people who don't know, Meditation Man is actually Walter. That's he actually basically let me stay in his house, you know, for like a year to try to help me reset. And sadly, I wasn't able to reset even after that, you know, because at the time I was still working at the knife gig, thinking that I didn't think they were going to try to rip me off like they did. But we all know I don't even want to go there. Long story short, Walter helped set me on this path to where we're now in the RV. And, you know, I wouldn't be here if it had not been for that. It's like everything is interconnected and related. River Rat wants to know if this is an RV or a van channel. Well, this channel is about living in a van, and this RV is actually a van, believe it or not. This is a Ford F, I think it's a 350 or 450. So it's got a van up front if you really want to get technical. But most of the stuff that I'm going to be doing on here, River Rat's probably new here. I'm going to be leaving most of the van type stuff on here. And my channel, the people that are following me, like right now, wanting to do the stories and the RVs and all the gadgets that I rig for filming and things like that, it's probably going to move over to the Pay It Forward channel because I'm trying to grow that channel to raise income to help people in need. And so my personal, if you want to call it that, vlog type stuff is going to be moved to there. This particular channel, I know you probably don't notice because you're probably new. it's got like over 2,000 videos, but I'm going to be trimming it down to only like maybe 100 or so that are going to be readily 100, maybe 150 videos that are readily searchable, easily found. I'm not going to delete anything, I don't think, but with 2,000 videos, YouTube tends to bury stuff. So we'll just leave it like that for now, although eventually they may be deleted. Some of the more personal vlogs are being removed and have been removed. Some of the stuff I've removed and moved temporarily for people to watch on the Pay It Forward channel, although eventually it will probably disappear from there. They're only there right now for watch time, to get the watch time up, and so that people who didn't watch it on this channel initially have an opportunity to watch the videos before they disappear into oblivion. The patrons who have been supporting this channel, with their patron support, I will leave access for those videos for the patrons, because, the patrons, I guess, deserve that. But more than that, the patrons are here because of those videos. A lot of my patrons are people who have been with me from the beginning, who saw the start of my journey, when I had pretty much $3 in my pocket. So they've provided this live capability that you're seeing right now. And the what I call the channel angels and stuff have gotten me into this RV. Just this is all courtesy of the viewers. And Pay It Forward is my attempt to try to pay back the viewers themselves. Because a lot of my viewers, contrary to what some people believe that the people who help other people are a lot more stable and financially secure and, whatever. The reality is a lot of the people that I've seen who help me personally, they've got issues too. But they were looking at their situation and looking at mine, and just like me helping Donnie, I'm not like in a perfect situation right now. I'm still iffy. I could become homeless very quickly here if something bad suddenly happened. But if I worry about something that may or may not happen, it kind of holds me. It freezes me. It makes me unafraid to live, unafraid to help other people. So I live every day and take every day one day at a time. And when I'm giving an opportunity to try to help somebody like Donnie, who, if you've been following along, Donnie needed help. Now, hopefully he might be okay, praying that the surgery goes well, because he'll be better off than he was before, because he'll be able to walk and stuff. But he probably qualifies for disability, and, because he's got a bad heart. And basically with that, he might be able to finally afford a more stable living arrangement for him and his dog. So, this is the kind of stuff we're trying to do, is actually try to help people. But it's not like some people are thinking that I'm trying to set up this charity and stuff and I'm going to be running it forever and all that. No, that's not really the plan. Just like the Living in a Van channel, I'm kind of leaving it almost to run itself, even though I'm kind of monitoring it. The Pay It Forward is going to be something like that. I'm just setting it up to help people. When I started in my van, I didn't have much resources. That's how I ended up in the situation that I was in, was because I didn't have resources. And Pay It Forward is basically giving people who are on that channel a resource. And that resource, some people are thinking it's money and stuff. It's not. The resource is the people. So the more people you have on that channel that actually care about each other, the better that channel is going to do. I'm just kind of running it right now because the people trust me, to basically grow it and maintain it and get it to become what I envision it can become. So that's why that channel is being created. This channel will stay as Living in a Van and mostly deal with van stuff, but really not glamorizing the van life, but more of a channel to show people what you can do in an emergency. If you want to watch me and how I'm living in the RV, or what because I could move out of the RV if I end up, financially more stable. Those that really know me know that the whole living in a van thing was not something I really wanted to do. It was not not a bucket list item. It was more of a got to do this to survive item. So, as soon as I stabilize my finances and my situation, I'll be trying to basically get a home somewhere, a more permanent home. But it doesn't mean I won't live in a van or RV, because I'll still be living probably part-time in a van or part-time in an RV, more than likely a van build. As much as I like living in the RV, If I had a choice between living in a van or an RV, I'd rather live in an RV than a van. But if I have a choice between living in an RV or a house, a home, I'd rather live in a home. Now, for traveling, I don't think I would like traveling in an RV as much as I would like traveling in a van. Even though the RV is a lot, I guarantee you, it's a lot more comfortable. Look at this. I would have a hard time cooking this in a van. Although if I was in a van and I had electrical power, Little Blue would have had one of these things, and Little Blue could have cooked this meal. So you could cook the same meal in a van, but look what I have here, man. I have running water. I have working lights. See, I can turn the light on and off. I have electricity. I have, because I'm paying for all this right now at the RV park, I have internet. You know, it's not like super high speed. I can't really do YouTube on it, but on here, I lag so bad, people kill me on PvP. It's a really bad connection, but it's good enough, you know, just like this RV. It's good enough, and it's covered in my rent. So all this stuff is a lot. Look at this. I even have a little dinette, I turned this into a little workstation table desk, which once I clean it, it'll be a lot better. But it can be scoot that way to serve as a desk, and I have a big, huge monitor. That's like a 24-inch monitor. And, you know, lots of room to sit. So when it's me by myself, I can eat. I don't have to readjust it. But if I really wanted to adjust this for my children, you see the little slots and stuff, which I'll show one day here once we get a little organized, how that moves back and becomes just a regular little dinette for 4 people to sit. And of course, we have this sofa here, which becomes a bed. So you got ability to sleep here, ability to sleep there for a kid, and 2 adults up there. So you got 2 adults, 1 kid, that's 3, another adult, that's 4, and then 2 more. This in the back. This RV can hold 6 people for sleeping. It can sleep 6 people comfortably if one of them is a kid. It can sleep 5 adults comfortably. It can sleep six people if one of them's a kid. If at least one's a kid. So, you know, very, very comfortable. It's like basically a tiny house. And this RV, if not for the mechanical issues, people give away RVs that are in this shape, you know, or how it was initially when I first got it. If you watch the initial RV build, I bought this RV for $1,200, but I know some people give away an RV in that shape for free. So you could essentially get a house for free. The issue with it was the mechanicals. You know, it got very expensive, and my plan was not to fix the mechanicals. I was just trying to fix the interior and the exterior so I could live in it like a tiny house, because it just didn't run good. It only ran sort of good enough. But because of the hurricane evacuation, it ended up dying, and it started a whole sequence of events. I was just very fortunate, very, very, very fortunate. As Donnie says, you know, he and I both believe that there are angels that walk amongst us, and you know, I can pretty much unequivocally say that Connie is an angel. So I was very blessed, and not just Connie. I have Charles, who was looking over my back before that, and Walter, and all the other people who have contributed, you know, and some people contributed advice. Okay, even Emily has tried to help me with some advice, and I think she said she sent some money for the RV. There was a bunch of people that sent money for the RV, so that's why Pay It Forward exists. It's my hope that it will provide a network for the members on there, the people who go there, the subscribers, so that they can establish that same network, because the people there are the same people who helped me. So you don't need to have a YouTube channel that's big or whatever. I'm basically sharing my channel, but not just my channel. I'm sharing the people on there that are just incredible people. Anyhow, I am going to sign out because I'm going to finish my pizza. It is getting kind of cold. It's still pretty warm, actually. So I'm going to eat the pizza, then go finish the laundry, and call it a night. I wanted to thank you all for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the gadgets. I'm going to take the camera off just to show you the rig. So we're going to set the camera here again. Okay. You can see it's very stable. I can move around, and it's very stable. And what I like about this rig is I hit a little button, and it pops, and we're gonna show you what it looks like. See how it's sat on there? That's what it sat on. And this is for power cord, because this is meant for like a dash cam. The original had a little suction cup that came down that hooks to your window. But now I've got it hooked onto, this is how I have it installed here. See that? I just took the tip and I just screwed that on there. And it seems to be holding pretty good. So this is the rigging right here. And just a little tape holding that. And of course the clamp can clamp to anything. So it's not too bad, you know. And like I said, this thing can go up and down. So I can, look at that. I can adjust the height. So it's super, super powerful. Well, we're going to call it a night. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. And that's my character. It is Lady Sylvanas. Leveling up. So until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe. Have a good night now.